All right, another day, another video, and I just want to bring your attention to my debut novel, Gods and Goddesses, Children of Ragnarøkkr. It's mature dark fantasy that focuses on a divine family, specifically the godlings, or again, the Children of Ragnarøkkr, as they integrate into mortal kind, and they learn the responsibilities of what it means to be a deity. As they grow up throughout the book, there's a wraith blood that lurks in the darkest corners, and it poses a threat to life itself. Now, this book is 596 pages long, and several of those pages are illustrations. Some of those illustrations are not safe for work. Again, it's not for kids. And if you want to check it out on Amazon, there is a sample where it spans from the prologue to the second chapter, I believe. And if you want to buy it, paperback is $16, or digitally is $9.99. Now, if you have Kindle Unlimited, that's basically for free. And while I have your attention about that, I also want to talk about my comic, which is also a mature dark fantasy called Night's Fall Eldritch. This is the first chapter, and we're looking at the safe word version because I'm not going to show anything inappropriate on YouTube. And my artist, Nefarious Watcher, did a pretty great job on this, so thank you. And just to show you guys the example, sample pages of it. So you got the two entities fighting each other, and we learn their name, the Prowler and Damonite. Again, showing some things. There we go. Again, safe for work. And I just recently released two new pages 12 and 13 on Sunday, along with an audio storyline that is focusing on the Beastly Shepherd, which she just made her debut on page 12. And the voice for the Beastly Shepherd is none other than Reverie Tales. So I'll definitely leave the links down below in the description. And let's get to the main topic of this video. So I haven't read this because I just wanted to go along with y'all. This is the first time I'm reading about this. Apparently, it's been out since October 31st, so I'm pretty late to it, but that's okay. I'm still recovering from my sickness, so bear with me. Marvel star Robert Downey Jr. vows to sue any Hollywood exec who tries to replicate his likeness with AI, even after he's dead. So this sounds actually pretty interesting because this is what I'm thinking so far. While, they're going to be using AI for, obviously for actors who already made well-established characters likable and are very popular, like Carrie Fisher. They're using AI for Leia. And I understand she is Leia, but my thing is that's not really giving much opportunity for actors and actresses who actually can look the part. That's we don't let the past be the past. Let's actually give people opportunities. And yes, I know, if y'all know this about me, that I'm not really the biggest fan of Hollywood for obvious reasons, but I'm trying to keep it fair here. All right. While his iconic Marvel Cinematic Universe portrayal of Iron Man may be a massive fan of AI, actor Robert Downey Jr. is not, as the actor has now made it clear that he intends to take legal action against any and all Hollywood execs who ever try to use the technology to replicate his likeness. Downey made it clear that all future attempts to depict him with AI would not go unchallenged during the October 21st appearance on the On With Kara Swisher podcast. I never heard of that podcast, but good luck with them, or they're pretty successful. Who knows? Excuse me. The actor drew the cannot speak. Proverbial line in the sand when, during a conversation about his time as Iron Man, he was asked by the show's eponymous host for his thoughts on whether or not Marvel would ever use such technology to bring back his incarnation of the Armored Avenger for future appearances. Uh, there's two tracks, he replied. How do I feel about everything that's going on? I feel about it minimally because I have an actual emotional life that's occurring that doesn't have a lot of room for that. To go back to the MCU, I'm not worried about them hijacking my character's soul because there's like 3 or 4 guys and gals who make all the decisions there anyway, and they would never do that to me, with or without me, he added. Uh, Met with the observation from Swisher that future executives certainly will, Downey Jr. admitted, "Well, you're right," before announcing, "I would like to hear and state that I intend to sue all future executives just on spec." "You'll be dead," Swisher quipped back, to which the actor confirmed, "But my law firm will still be very active." While Downey was relaying his concerns about the hypothetical situation in a joking manner, his underlying message is clear. He's serious about protecting his image even after his time on screen is over and he's in the ground. Downey's discussion with Swisher notably comes to a pivotal moment in the battle between Hollywood and AI, as anyone paying attention to the news can attest to AI is becoming an increasing point of contention between executives and the rest of the creative community. Yeah, that whole Hollywood strike that was going on, and I think that was just a whole big litmus test too, for them to basically say, for Hollywood execs to basically fire people without firing them, because the people, the employees, are basically volunteering to fire themselves by quitting and strike, getting themselves on a strike and all. So yeah, that's I'll be honest, that's pretty much of that was a pretty good IQ move in a way, but it still, again, it hasn't healed. Hollywood hasn't healed. The culture is still rotten. I'm not saying all those people deserve that. There's probably some gems hidden in the row, but onwards. The video game industry in particular has been dealing with performer strikes since July, largely centered on AI protections. The Screen Actors Guild, American Federation of Television and Radio Artists, SAG-AFTRA, that's too damn long, has been leading the charge, pushing the new rules to safeguard actors against unauthorized digital recreations. These concerns led to the SAG-AFTRA securing a critical win in the matter during the recent Hollywood Guild strikes, when they got the Alliance of Motion Picture and Television Producers to agree to their demand that productions obtain informed consent from actors before digitally replicating them. Yeah, but was it really that much of a win, though? Last time I checked, I mean, it's been a while, but the last time I checked, the pay hasn't really increased, or so I've last seen. I could be wrong on that. Luckily for Downey, in September, California passed a pair of laws prohibiting the replication of a decreased performer's likeness without prior consent, and as such, his person would be protected under this new legal framework. Though it wouldn't hurt to have a law firm on standby to help navigate the ever-changing AI legal landscape. I don't know why. I don't understand why this is changing so much. Maybe because I'm a normie on that front, which I admit. But I just wish things were kind of simple, and just, hey, let's not try to do lawyer speak. Let's actually make this concrete for everyone to understand. Downey isn't the only Hollywood star who is concerned with AI. During a May 2023 appearance on the Adam Buxton podcast, Tom Hanks joked about how, "What is a bona fide possibility right now? If I wanted to, I could get together and pitch a series of 7 movies that would star me in them, in which I would be 32 years old from now until Kingdom Come. Anybody can now recreate themselves at any age they are by the way of AI or deepfake technology. He noted, I could be hit by a bus tomorrow and that's it, but my performances can go on and on and on. Yeah, yeah, he's right about that. The star of Amazon MGM's upcoming Spider-Man noir series, Nicolas Cage, also shares concerns about AI's future relationship with Hollywood. While speaking with the New Yorker last summer, Cage said, "Well, they have to put me in a computer and match my eye color and change. I don't know. They're just going to steal my body and do whatever they want with it via digital. God, I hope not. I hope not AI. I'm terrified of that." uh, some of the concern, like Downey Jr., have even start taking action against their potential duplication via AI during a 20, 2033, you mean 2023 conversation with Wired. John Wick star Keanu Reeves confirmed that for a long while now, his contracts included a clause which held that no production could digitally alter his performances without his explicit permission. I don't mind if someone takes a blink out during the edit, but early on in the early 2000s, or it might have been in the 90s, I had a performance change. He recalled they added a tear to my face, and I was just like, huh? It was it was like I don't even have to be here. uh, Next pressed for his opinion on deepfakes, Sonic the Hedgehog 3 lead. I don't know what that means. Anyway, lead says, "What's frustrating about that is you lose your agency. What's frustrating about that is you lose your agency. When you give a performance in a film, you now you know you're going to be edited, but you're participating in that." He said, "If you go into deepfake land, it has none of your points of view. That's scary. It's going to be interesting to see how humans deal with these technologies. They're having such cultural, sociological impacts, and the species is being studied. There's so much data on behaviors now." Met with a further ask from his host as to whether or not that he thought AI would be coming for the reporter's job, Reeves asserted, "The people who are paying you for your art would rather not pay for you. Would rather not pay you. They're actively seeking a way around you because artists are tricky, humans are messy." With AI touching on more and more facets of various creative industries, it would be interesting to see how other actors and creators deal with the technology in the future. But at present, one thing is for sure: not even the grave will stop Robert Downey Jr. from protecting his image. Which good on him. Honestly, this is a night. This is a good stand, and I can support that because that's taking away people's potential. That's basically being an invasion to as a whole uh, entertainment, because these people want to save a quick buck by well, not buck, but a couple a couple grand maybe, and more, by not paying the actor but just using their likeness. And I'm pretty sure that money would go towards the families and all, but still it's like, well, I would hope it goes towards the families, but it's just messy. This deep fake technology, the AI stuff, it's messy. I'm not saying it's not impossible to actually contain and make sure things are going smooth and not being abused, but it's human nature. Humans are always bound to find loopholes with things and use it until they can't do it anymore. So, you know, um, it's very interesting to talk about this, to read this article and see these actors' opinions about things, and yeah, because it does make me wonder about the future of cinema and just again entertainment as a whole. Um, AI is a great tool And that's what it should be used for, as a tool, not for something just to abuse and further someone who has no talent, progression or quote unquote skills. So that's my take on it. What are your thoughts about it? Comment down below. Like, dislike, share, subscribe, all that good jazz. You all know what to do. And I'll see y'all later. Ciao.